Y'all ready for a crazy video idea? I hope so, because I got one for you. What's up, guys? Jedi Warrior back with another admittedly insane Beyblade video. Mortal Kombat animalities. They are something. For what they are something. And as I lay there last night, trying to sleep, I thought, we've had a lot of animalities over the years. Characters have been different things between Trilogy and MK1 when they brought them back. And a lot of those correspond with Beyblade motifs. So I went through my collection. We could have had a few more, but I just went with the ones I had. And ended up with 19 matching animality Beyblades. So we're going to do a tournament. Could be 18, I may have miscounted. Let's introduce our contestants. First up, Reiko. At MK1, he is a Rem. Easy enough. Rock Aries. Next up, Reptile. Originally, he turned into a monkey back in MK3, aside for surprisingly not a lizard of some kind. And then in MK1, they rectified that and went full Venus flytrap with my man. That's not an animal. So Reptile is Yell Kong. Next up, Tonya. She's a Duress in MK1. That's easy. Rock Zarafa. Then you have Cabal. I don't know why he's not a hyena or not a cheetah. Kung Lao is the cheetah. Kung Lao would have been in this tournament, but I don't have Pearl Tiger. Cabal is a rhino. And I have Rhino Horn. Except Sindel. Current Sindel is a spider. That has always felt more like Kano to me. Despite the fact that Kano should absolutely be the kangaroo. Old Sindel, though, is a wasp. And we have Ford Hornet. One of the newest stats in my collection. Next, Sub-Zero. Classic polar bear. Current, he's a mammoth. Tusk mammoth. Liu Kang. The obvious answer here would be to go at Lightning El Drago. But two reasons. One, Lightning El Drago and the El Drago line in general is usually more of a villain bay, Ryuga being its owner. And I also didn't want to use my left launcher. We don't have to worry about like having to switch this launcher in and out from different variants of Liu Kang. We've done. And in MK1, he's a Phoenix. So, we have Burn Fireblaze. I could have gone with Phoenix Wing. Phoenix Wing is a goat. Or Phoenix Feather or Phoenix Rudder. But I tried to keep this as Metal Fight oriented as possible. Next, fittingly after Liu, we have Shang. Shang has always been a snake. Characteristically, he's a snake. Animality-wise, he's a snake. And he even uses the Cobra fighting style. So we have Poison Serpent. He is certainly venomous. Then we have Smoke. My homeboy. Smoke in classic arcade games is like a shadow bull. More recently, he's a gorilla, and I wanted as many characters in this as possible, so I used the gorilla for Reptile. Smoke is a bull, so Dark Bull. Next up, Noob Saibot. Classic Noob is, I think he's like an anteater or something. Current Noob is an alligator. Bite Croc. Sure, you could say crocodile and that alligator, closest thing. Striker. He turns into a T-Rex. For some odd reason, they later gave that one to Quan Chi in MK1. But I simply just like Striker more. So, Striker is Tyranno beat. Next up, Cyrax. Classic Cyrax is a shark. Current Cyrax is a wasp. The wasp fits more for her color scheme. The shark was the robot Cyrax. That and Zendel is the wasp. So Cyrax is the shark. We have Thermo Pisces, which is a shark in the show, even if the Pisces constellation is two fish. Then we have Jax, who is a lion. Rock Leon. Kenshi. He turns into a wolf in MK1, but he's got like a shadow wolf with him for Sento. So I went with Dark Wolf. Dark, shadow, same thing. Ashura. She's a unicorn, which is insane. I guess they didn't say it had to be a real animal. We have a unicorn. We could have gone Unicorn Sting. In fact, I know somebody who would rather me have gone with Unicorn Sting. But I'm sorry, Ray Striker is just hype. Next up, Scorpion. He's a scorpion. We're going to ignore that he was a penguin in Trilogy, but in 3, but that was because he wasn't in 3, and Shiva already had the scorpion. So, Scorpion is Rock Scorpio. Then we have Johnny Cage. Originally, he's a kangaroo. Don't ask me why. Then you know what they made him Jaws in MK1. Which is what I'm going with. The Jaws reference. So we have Kill Shark. Is there 2 sharks on this roster? Yes, but I wanted Johnny in the group. So, here we go. There were a few we could have had. I was going to have Shao Kahn a Savage Bear, since he's a bear, but it was already kind of outmatched, or unevenly matched. We had Pearl Tiger. Could have had Kung Lao. He's a tiger. I mentioned a couple other ones throughout this. But yeah, let's get started with the tournament. Oh, I forgot to introduce our last contestant, Nightwolf. There were a lot of wolf bays I could have gone with him. But I mean you got Dark Wolf, which already gets Kenji, Burn Wolf, Earth Wolf, Sterling Wolf, Wolf Hunt, but I don't have them. But you have all these wolf bays, and then you also have a bay called Night Virgo. The metal ring is night. You can make Night Wolf. So here we have Night Wolf, and for his bottom half, he has the ED-145 spin track. The outer ring of these kind of look like hatchet blades, so that's why I went with it. And then I gave him the EWD tip from the fall. Night is a very light fusion wheel. He's not going to be used on an attack type, and just a stamina type works for Nightwolf, I think. Alright, let's go. Reiko versus my boy Smoke. I got a feeling Smoke's gonna lose, and that hurts. I'm gonna give him his chance, though. We're circling a little bit. Odd for Aries. Here we go. Both bays in the ring. Reiko taking a pounding from Smoke. We'd expect Smoke to be more evasive. That's how he plays in game. Even though he had the second starter advantage, Reiko wins, and Smoke is out. Next, we have Cabal versus Nightwolf. Classic MK3 match. Nice. Oh! That doesn't count. I launched him on the ring. I will feel good in the center, though. Right, dude. Both combatants in the ring. Well, doing a number on Nightwolf. Doing a number on that light bay. Oh. Come on, Wolfie. Come on, Wolfie. I love both of these characters. And Nightwolf pulls through somehow. He withstood a beating. Next up, Tanya versus Lasha. MK1 match. Oh, don't do that, Tanya. Oh, whoa! Yeah. Asher's out. Sorry, girl. I love Asher. Tanya moves on. Unfortunately, I don't really like Tanya in the new game. We have... Ooh. Liu Kang versus Stryker. On paper, Liu Kang destroys. And I would expect him to. Here comes Tyrone Beat. Wow. Stryker sends Liu Kang straight to the pit. I was not expecting that. Next up, Sub-Zero and Shang Tsung. It's going to be a tough one. Sub-Zero's problem, though. Those aggressive maneuvers. Very fitting with Bihan, since this is his MK1 animality. Our next contest. Ooh. And Shang Tsung takes it. Our next contest, Noob Saibot, Jax. From a Bay perspective, this is a really cool clash. Breaking character real fast. About to have some company on that top row. I'm gonna break character again. Rock Leone, settle the down. Just sent Bite Croc cannoning around the ring and launching himself into the pit. Fitting as the pit is a Mortal Kombat stage. Every time somebody gets knocked in there, I need the edit of somebody like getting knocked into the classic pit. Next up, Johnny Cage versus Kenji. Kenji's gonna take a beating here. All right, Kenji. Withstand the offense, get in some shots of your own. That's really how you gotta fight. I mean, in the game, too. To the pit with you, Takahashi. Johnny wins. Scorpion versus Sindel. This is gonna be fun. Please murder her. Sending all the luck your way, Hanzo. Cinderella doing a little bit of cannoning herself there. Ooh. Somebody gonna get revived after this last match. And Scorpion wins. Good. And last match of round one. Smoke versus Cyrax. I said earlier that Smoke was out. That was Reptile Yell Kong. Okay. It's going to be an interesting match. We got Dark Bull versus Thermal Pisces, if I break character for a second. Oh, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and revive the next character. Ashra. Cool, I was hoping she would get another shot. Hard to know how this is going to play out. I would assume Cyrax is going to pull through, but you never know. You never know with Beyblade. And my prediction proved true. Alright, I'm glad to see Ashra back, but she's got a tough opponent next time, which is Cyrax. Round 2. Reiko versus Nightwolf. Wish this could have happened in game 1. Man, I'm upset they left Nightwolf out. That's my boy. Funny detail. These two both have the same spin track. Oh. Nightwolf playing a little cat and mouse here. Wolf and mouse? Sure. Next match is Striker versus Tanya. And Wolf pulls through. Reiko is out. Sucks because I love Rocket Race, but dude is out. Holy. Try not to do that, Tanya. Irish striker. Interesting match. Easy, don't burn out again. Striker doing it to himself this time. Into the pit, taking himself out of the fight. Tanya continues to move on. She'll face Nightwolf next round. Next match, Shang Tsung, Jax. Real talk, I don't see Shang Tsung winning this. Here we go. Oh, yep, knocked into the upper ring twice. Our next match is Johnny Cage Scorpion. Classic movie match. That's cool. And yep, Shang Tsung is out. Jax moves on. Classic movie match. That was a cool sound. Ooh, this is looking Scorpion favored. As I would expect it. Yep, easy Scorpion favor. Dude didn't even break a sweat. Probably because Johnny did most of the work for him. Typical Johnny. He always gets in his own way. And Cyrax versus Asha. You're back for now, Asha, but you got a tough fight ahead of you. You're not winning if you do that. In fact, we're going to rematch that. Whoa, what the? Alright, we settled down. Wait a minute. Holy crap. I don't know how she did it, but Asha wins. And I'm going to mix up the rounds so she doesn't... Someone's getting a bye, and it's going to be Tanya. First match, Asha Nightwolf. Going straight from one match into another. Thankfully, bays don't get tired. Wolf got a can withstand the onslaught. Stamina-wise, he's definitely got her beat. I thought that of Pisces, though, so she could easily prove me wrong. Whoa! And she proves me wrong again. Wolf is out. Holy Jesus. Ray Striker turning up this tournament. Jax and Scorpion. That, just from a base standpoint, is going to be an epic clash. Here we go. Oh, don't do that to yourself, dude. A revival will happen once again. I swear to God, if it's Cyrax. Nope, it's smoke. I'm not sure who won that, so guess what? We get that epic clash again. Hard hit right off the bat. Go. Ooh, Leon's leveling. Jax is... Scorpion wins. We're in the semis. Scorpion versus Asha. Let's see what this mad unicorn has up her sleeve. Oh, now is the time when you're choosing to be calm? Really? Now is the time? Hold up. Okay. I was gonna say don't go down like that, Scorpion. Asher's out. Tanya versus Smoke. I should just give that to Smoke on a default, but I'm not. Or on a technicality. Tanya, what is going on? I know it's Zarafa's wings, but it usually doesn't affect Zarafa that bad on the stadium. I gonna have to take the wings off of him? Give it to him, Smoke. Even if my homeboy does win, he's got a fight ahead of him in Scorpion. It's looking like he will win. Yep. Smoke wins it. Cool. We all like to see that. The final match. Scorpion. Hanzo Hasashi versus Tomas. Hanzo Hasashi versus Tomas Rabada. Scorpion very aggressive off the bat, as is his nature. And as we expected, Scorpion wins. Sucks that he had to go through my boy to do it. But did you really expect otherwise? Honestly, I think one of the biggest shocks to me is Liu Kang going out to Striker. In universe, that is obviously a huge shock. But from a base perspective, that was Burn Fireblaze. He's one of the best bays in Metal Fight. Sure, he didn't lose to a Metal Fight bay, but I'd expected him to go further than round one. That was a rough one, Lou. Maybe we'll do this another day when I have more bays and we can include like Shao Kahn, Kung Lao, and just have more fun with it. We will see. But this is just a fun little experiment. It's late on a Monday night, and I decided to have fun. Thanks for watching, and peace out.